Alright, got a new pod review. Haven't done one since August, so I'm kind of behind. I don't think I'm going to make my goal of reviewing one of everything growing this year, but yeah, maybe done not even 10% of that. Anyway, I'm going to do a 7-pot Rennie. It's a pretty nice looking pod. This is one of the smaller ones. A couple of the others I picked today. Got the seed from Buckeye Pepper Company, and they're actually supposed to be chocolate. And I, I'm growing three. Two of them are chocolate, and one turned out red. I'm not disappointed. I think it's I tried a little piece of it earlier today. It's really good, and it looks true form and everything. So I'm gonna probably cultivate it, and I've got a cutting I'm trying to root now. I don't have any isolated seed, but next year I should. Anyway, I'll read the background on this from. This is verbatim from the Buckeye Pepper site. Here's the background. A friend of ours named Rodney got these from a friend named Rennie. Rennie is from Grenada. His wife is from Trinidad. Her parents collected these seeds in Trinidad, possibly Landris, and gave them to Rennie. Rennie then gave to Rodney, who distributed them to friends in the United States. Ours came in red and brown versions. The brown version seems to be a little more rare. So I guess with this particular plant too, it's really my largest and healthiest Rennie plant, and all of them look good, but this one is maybe 5.5 feet tall, 3 or 4 feet wide. And when I first planted it outside, something broke it off of the base, and it's really just a little nub with a couple leaves. And it ended up being one of my best looking plants. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this open and take a look. This one's got some kind of dark seeds. I'm gonna swap that out for one of these other ones. There's a ton of oil on that. Alright, let's try this one. Looks better. So, it smells pretty floral, like a typical red. It's super hot inside. And, it's a little larger pod than what I originally planned to do. But, alrighty, here goes. It's pretty floral, slightly green tasting, a little bitter afterwards. Started getting a lot of heat before I swallowed it. It's probably going to really hurt. My teeth. Got a pretty intense mouth burn going on. Kind of under my tongue. A lot of saliva starting to start. The tolerance is kind of down too because I've been. Last whole pot I did was in August when I did that mustard maruga, and since then I've been doing little pieces at work during lunch. So yeah, it hurts. Hurts to breathe out of my mouth. It's like it's really hot. It's starting to creep back to the back of my throat. It is going to be a scorcher. It's just starting to build. I feel it in the pit of my stomach too. Nose starting to run. I think I grab a paper towel right back. Okay, I just realized I hadn't washed that pot. I washed the one I was going to do originally. That's probably okay, but I always do that. Yeah, lots of saliva, lots of burn. Yeah, breathing out of my mouth feels like I'm breathing fire. Pain hasn't really got any worse yet, but it's still building, I think. Yeah, talking about that plant, it's very productive. Got a, I can show you on my phone. May not look very good. Camera. Let's see. Those from today. Some of those are brain strain. Most of the Rennie or the Rennies. And that's a second harvest, and there are probably that many more on there still that are turning ripe, and there's some still green. Yeah, I feel a general warmth down through here. Some chills on my arms. Yeah, that's the first year I tried to get any isolated seed, and I got some on quite a few plants, but none on my Rennies. One of my chocolate Rennies is in a container, so I'm going to overwinter it. And my red Rennie is in my garden, and I've got a cutting behind me. So far, it looks good, but I'm going to try to get a couple more going, and maybe isolate those when they grow out. Nose is dripping. Something. I had a really good growing year. First year using a drip system. That really saved me on my container plants because I was gone unexpectedly, off and on for a few weeks, and kept it going. And the 3 gallon containers, you really need to water them often, and that really helped out, saving a lot of time too. Garden plants don't really need watering as often, it seems, but they did fine on their own. And it's been pretty dry most of the summer. Been trying to keep up with my harvest. A bunch I need to wash and dry, process and freeze or dry, whatever. Freezer's already full, so I'm taking some vacuum sealing before I freeze them. But even with that, I don't have any more room in my freezer. I'm taking them to work now, putting them in one freezer at work. So I can figure out what to do with them. The pizza I tried at work today, it seemed a little sweeter, but it was coming on after I did a little slice of brain strain, which is really sweet. So I don't know if the taste from that threw it off. It has tasted more floral, slightly bitter back in. It didn't taste bad. I think it'd be a good, sauce or powder base. That's pretty much what I do with most of my pods. Either try to make a sauce or I'll dry them, make a powder. Or I'll experiment with jellies or something. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll be right back. That's one of the jellies I made recently. It's got 4 different peppers, 8 each buckeye buchla, reaper, primo, and devil's heart. If you look up Nigel Carter's strawberry surprise jam recipe on THP, it's based on that, putting up the specs on the peppers. I may have upped the sugar a little bit too. I don't remember. I wrote it down. I posted something about it. It's on Facebook too. You can look it up. It's really good. I've been putting on vanilla ice cream, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, etc. It's a little intense at first. It'll take your breath, but get used to it. I got, I think, 4 jars left, and maybe a third of one in the refrigerator. Yeah, this is peak just coming down. Didn't hit me as badly as I thought it would. I mean, it's intense, but I was expecting a little worse. I haven't been eating whole pods for a while. It looks pictures I've seen of the red Rennies. It looks like a good shape. So I think maybe it was just a recessed gene from the brown, or I don't know. Came back as red, but I'm really happy with it. Glad it happened. I like my chocolate minis too. They taste really good. They are a lot sweeter. Have kind of a sort of a muted flavor. Um, and yeah, so anyway, I think it's about peaked. It's coming down. I don't think of anything else to say about it. Hopefully, it won't kill me later in my stomach. But so far, it feels okay. Um, the chocolate one didn't hurt my stomach either, so yeah, I'll probably be alright. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching.